Alright, yo, what up, guys? It's your boy Neil, and welcome to Neil Creates, where we recreate some graphics, assets, gameplay mechanics, and other components or elements that make up other games. And in this episode, we will be trying to recreate in 1 hour Don't Starve by Clay Entertainment. Clay Entertainment? The guys behind Mark of the Ninja and Invisible Ink. So yeah, I love their games, especially Mark of the Ninja. Took me took me a lot of hours actually to try to 100% the whole game, and until now I still haven't 100%ed it yet. So yeah, I hope you guys can't hear my background music because I love listening to music. I can't work without music or podcast or any noise, background noise that I can make up with or I can get. So yeah, first, I already have an image in mind on how the game will look like and what the mechanics will be, what part or what component of Don't Starve are we going to recreate. So, first off, I started Unity ahead of time here to have the directory for our images or sprites. So let's first add a folder for our images. Let's just try to build our directory here. So I'll try to do these things for like an hour or maybe a couple of minutes over an hour. So yeah, I'll do my best. So yeah, that Unity is now set up. The directory is now set up. Let's jump into Photoshop and let's go and recreate those sprites. All right, if it's going to load up. So yeah, how you guys doing? I'm doing pretty fine. I just finished a cup of coffee late in the afternoon again. Yeah, late afternoon coffee is the best. And I'm also listening to Assassin's Creed metal rock cover by Alina Lesnick, yeah, and Sro Almenara, yeah. So let's start and create a new file here about 200 pixels. Yeah, that works great. You know what? Let's make it bigger. So that's Control Alt C. Then let's try 500. Yeah, I'm gonna have weird colors there. Yeah, actually we don't need this. Create another layer and delete that. All right. So I want my character to, let me just see. Um. Okay. So first off, you guys might have noticed in my time lapses that I don't do 2D art that well. I'm not a 2D artist. I'd rather do things in 3D. So everything will be just rough. So I apologize in advance. I know you guys can do better. So you can just pause the video right now and do your own for a while, or just skip ahead to the Unity part. But I'll just show you guys this. Oh my god, what am I doing? So yeah, let's go back to the Xiao Xiao days. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Xiao Xiao, the stick figures, they're fighting. Um, because back when I was a kid, when I was in my elementary, I love Newgrounds. I'm always in Newgrounds. So yeah, it was the Xiao Xiao's time back then. Let me just duplicate this, and yeah, that's kind of weird. But oops, I slammed my keyboard quite hard. But yeah, so I'm just showing you the workflow on how to do these things. Just moving my margin just to make sure that everything is not exactly the same, but close. Referring to the dimensions, by the way. So I think I'll do it. Yeah, I know that those pixels there are kind of off, but yeah, we're trying to do this in just an hour, so rush things a bit. This is the idle animation, so you know what? Let's not delete those. Let's just make him breathe. Oops. Make him breathe. So I'm gonna move this down a bit. Some rotation. Yeah. And so just clean up All right. Yeah, I think that's cool. All right. Next, we're going to add the walk animation. So let's just copy the idle one. All right. Now, some people actually will tell you that you need to have separate sprite sheets for different things, like one sprite sheet for your main character, one sprite sheet for your enemy, then one general sprite sheet for your environment. Then you're going to have your trees in there, and then all of the other stuff. But for this tutorial, I'll just have everything, all the assets in just one sprite sheet because this is not going to be a big project. Again, I'll see what I can do in an hour. So yeah, so walking animation. How do people walk? This was the breathing one. So if you're going to walk, you're going to lift your leg. Whoa, that's the wrong button. All right, it's just yeah, it's raining outside, so I hope you guys can't hear that. Yeah, okay, that looks weird, but we will try to remedy that in Unity. Just run the whole animation clip quickly. Oh god, this is bad. This is awful. Again, I apologize. I'm not a 2D artist. I'd rather do things in 3D, but uh, I'll do my best in messing up. But yeah, so there's that. Man, that is bothering me. Let's undo that. Just make him raise his legs quite a bit. Like he's attempting to step. Let's just do that. And then we're going to have another one. We're in. The leg now is at the back, which means the whole body should go down. Whoa. Okay. Alright. So it should go down. Okay. So this leg is now at the back. And we're not trying to stop. Oh my god, this is the worst. But yeah, I think this will complete the animation, the walking one, because we can't actually tell which one's the left foot or which one's the right foot. Well, the one stepping, so let's just cheat quite a bit. Yeah, so that's gonna look like the left one, and then it's going to take a step, and then it's going to return back again to here, which kind of looks bad. Yeah, let's add a landing one where the foot lands, because this one's the lift and then the switch, but we don't have the land. Oops, we don't have the land. All right, so for the land, you actually need to lift quite a bit. Actually, need to go back to your height. All right. Okay. Now, how's this gonna look like? Whoa, hello, the rain. That is loud. I hope you guys can hear that, but that is loud. Yeah, there's a typhoon, by the way. A hurricane. I can't really tell the difference. And we're going to have the attack. Is it correct that typhoon is when it's on land? Hurricane, I don't know, I have no idea. But yeah, for the attack one, we need to make him pull back, pull the punch back, like charging. Like charging. What song is this? From Assassin's Creed, but I can't. Which one? Which Assassin's Creed is this? But yeah, okay, so that's a charging from this one. From the idle one that we have here, character is going to move back a bit and then throw the punch. Now for the throw of the punch, let's go back here. Let's pull this again. Alright, let's see. Try to match that. Then, whoa, okay. Then, move that here. Okay. Alright, then what we're going to do is punch. Oops. So that, yeah, if you want more on animating sprites, I actually found a good resource from, it's a GDC talk. The guys behind it's a fighting game. Uh Crap, I forgot, but the lead animator is a female, and well, she's female, and she got a lot of awesome tips about animating, especially using sprites. So there's that. Let's make a new layer for, let's just keep things organized. This is the player and this one's the environment. Okay, now for the environment, what I'm thinking is just we're going to have basic walls and also trees and grass and rocks. That's all we're going to have. So let's first make the tree. I don't know. What color? Okay. Alright. Okay, let's make this big. Okay, I'm not gonna play around with the brushes. I know that you can actually make pretty good textures out of the brushes. This is big. Make it small. But I'm not gonna play around those. Yeah, let's make this darker. Yeah, let's have some sort of silhouette. Oh, sorry. Okay, why is my laptop going? Alright. God, I'm the worst. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you guys can tell what I'm trying to do, right? If there are any 2D artists out there, I am sorry I'm butchering this right now. Yeah. You know what? I'll do this faster so that we can jump into Unity as soon as possible. Let's just make it rough. It's a tree. Yeah, I think that looks well. And the other one darker. So yeah, how about you guys? Do you guys also listen to music when you're working? Like sorry, I keep on bumping the pop filter. I'm sorry, on my microphone. Do you guys listen to music, or do you guys like the silence, more of the silent type of developer? This is kind of weird. Yeah, I think because it's too dark. Does that work? Yeah. Yeah, it's better. So let's go back to the previous color, pressing X, background color, then press X again for that. Yeah. Yeah, just go wild, go ham. Alright. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. And the next one is the rocks, but man, darn it. Yeah, there. Okay, that's my last choice. Okay, let's forget about that and move on. Now for the grass, I want to have the same ground color as this one. Make it small. Yeah, I just have that in the background. And then let's have these same colors. Yeah, if you guys like listening to music, what kind of music do you listen to? Sometimes I listen to classicals. Mostly Beethoven and Bach. Um, then sometimes I like listening to rock, the old school one. Um, Then sometimes I just listen to video game soundtracks. I start with Final Fantasy, then from there go to Chrono Trigger, then Metal Gear, and just let YouTube do its stuff. Let the YouTube search engine do its stuff, and pick the music from me. Sometimes it's great, sometimes I skip some music, but so far it's doing great. Okay, that's bad. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, so that'll be our grass, and then let's move it away a bit. Okay, now this is one good thing. Just a good practice when you're making your sprite sheets. Make sure that the distance between them. I'm sorry. Make sure that you can bound your sprites inside a rectangle as much as possible, especially if you're going to import it to Unity. I'm going to show you guys that later. Next, let's make some rocks. So, okay, now these are the things that I find hard to design rocks, even in 3D. I don't know why, but for some reason, I can imagine what they will look like, but I can't make them I can't recreate what's in my head when it comes to rocks. I'm not sure. In my head, I can actually see where the shadows will be and where the dirt's gonna be. This is in 3D, by the way. When I'm designing in 3D, but I can't do it in the application. So let's just stay with this design right here, because I don't want to further disappoint you guys with my lack of abilities into the design. I'm sorry if I'm messing up so bad right now. All right, let's do that. The next one we'll have the wall. Now this one, let's just use Photoshop's tools right here. So let's make a rectangle. Yeah, vertical rectangle. There you go. And then let's rasterize that. Then what we're going to do here is to make it tileable. Make the pattern repeating horizontally, because we will not care about vertical in this tutorial, but you can do so if you guys want to. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? Let's just draw black lines across to make it look like bricks, but make it dark red instead. You know what, let's copy that color, make it darker. Yeah, okay, make this thinner, about 4, maybe 4 pixels. That works well. And then how many squares are this? That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18. Yeah, whatever, let's just jump into it. Yeah, let's select it. So that will be max, so that will be just painting over it. Whoops. Alright. Again, let's make this quick. Alright. How are you doing on time? 18 minutes. Okay, so I think I'll go over an hour for about 30 minutes. So an hour and 30 minutes maybe. It's not 2 hours. That's too much. So yeah, this would be great if I have an artist to do this for me. During game jams, because being a one-man team actually is just fine, because you get to control all the ideas in your head, but your body is taking the toll, because if you're doing everything by yourself, then it's a given that you're not going to have a lot of sleep, especially in 48-hour game jams. Man, wait, looks like we're going to delete some. Yeah, let's just delete this part right here. Yeah, during 48-hour game jams, if you're going to create everything from the art assets, the sounds, the programming, it's gonna be tough, especially if you don't have any plan on what to do yet. Like most game jams, they just tell you the theme. They tell you the theme, and that's only the time that you can start. And thinking of a concept, if you're not good with conceptualizing, if you're not good with thinking of ideas, then it's gonna be tough. Because instead of jumping into the programming part or whatever you want to start first, you need to plan first. And if you failed on planning, then you plan on failing. I don't know where I heard that, but and I know there's something wrong in the middle right here. Oh crap. My eyes, it hurts. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah. Alright, and then we need to delete this part right here. Whoops. In order to make it repeating. And see, they're not straight. Yeah, but you know what? That's fine. Let's just continue on deleting that. Let's use the square marker tool. Let's delete this part right here. There. Okay, let's try to duplicate this. And if it's going to repeat. That is bad. Let's just fix that quickly. Okay. Thicken that part right there. Thicken this. Oh, it's Dragonborn. Song that will get you pumped up. Everything that you're doing. Dragonborn comes. So yeah, let's try again, duplicating that. Alright, that works. Whoops. Excuse me. Alright. So these are the things that we'll be needing. Let's save it to our tutorials, Unity, nil creates, assets, images. Then let's call this sprite sheet main. Let's have that the PSD file, and then let's have a PNG file. Sprite sheet PNG. Now Unity can actually open the PSD file directly, like I'm going to show you right now. We go into images, it's not there. Oh crap, I saved it on scripts. Man, let's close this. Oh, we can just rename the folders, but whatever. Right, so as you can see, Unity can actually process the PSDs, but we're not going to do that because we want to keep everything, we want to keep a backup of everything. So we need to go to the PNG one, and then you can see texture type here, change it to sprite so you can edit the sprite sheet, and then the sprite mode from single, change that into multiple, and let's open up sprite editor, apply the edits, and then here's the sprite editor. Now the reason why you need to keep when you're designing your sprite sheet, you need to keep in mind that your sprites need to be bounded by a rectangle. The reason why is because when you slice your sprite sheet into different sprites, Unity will actually bound your sprites automatically. That is if you want to do this automatically. Back then when I was doing freelance work, automatically slicing the character sheets that I have that were given to me, it's actually a bad idea because of the pivot problems and all this stuff. But yeah, for now, let's just slice it automatically and rename them. So we have here the player idle one. Yeah, I'm gonna start my numbering with 1. Programmers out there hate me. All right, show me some hate. No, I'm just kidding. So this one's the walk animation. Again, I'm going to start with 1, and I'll just copy that, and then jump in here. Now you don't actually need to rename this. Well, you need to because to keep everything organized and so that you don't have to come back to the and you don't have to guess which one's which when you're animating or you're doing stuff in Unity. So this is attack 1. Copy that, jump in here, attack 2. Just check those. Okay, and we're going to have 3 here. Now you can move the pivots down. That's actually a good practice, but I won't anymore. Well, actually, it depends on how you want your sprites to rotate. Rocks. Rock. Then we have our grass here. And then we have our wall. Alright, so let's apply that. And as you can see here, we now have a drop down of the whole sprite sheet. And these are the sprites inside that sprite sheet. And these are the things that we're going to use. Now, if you notice when you're playing Don't Starve, it looks like it's 2D, but in a 3D world, right? Now you can actually do that in plain 2D and just play around with the sorting layers, but my approach is actually not using the sorting. It's not sorting layer, sorting order, because if you have multiple assets, this is how I perceive it. If you already have multiple assets on the scene, and if you're going to mess around with sorting order, if your algorithm or if how you sort the sprites, if how you arrange your sprites, the order of your sprites is not efficient and it's not great, it's not dynamic, or however, not good, basically, then it's gonna be a pain. You're gonna have a lot of headache trying to figure out what's wrong with the sorting order. So instead, another approach actually is, in order to achieve the same thing, is to use the Z axis in 3D. So we're going to do that. I imported or I put the idle sprite in the 3D world, and as you can see, it's being rendered. It's in 2D, but in a 3D world, so I'm using WSD in order to move around, by the way, and holding right mouse button in order to look around the scene view. So yeah, wait, what is the asset store there? Yeah, okay, so let's just rename this player. This is gonna be our player object, and it's going to have animators and blah. Yeah, let's set up the animation first. This animator. Alright, so animator is the one controlling your animations. And then, yeah, so there's nothing here yet. Let's make a folder. Oops. Let's go to our root folder. You know what? Keep things more great. To keep things more organized, I just want to have one file. I mean, yeah, one Unity file for my new creates. So this is episode 1 of Neil Creates. It's Don't Starve. Don't Starve. There you go. And let's put everything in there. Great. Come on. Haste makes waste. Let's just chill a bit. Drag and drop that there. Let's make a player folder. And then inside, let's create an animator. Where you at? Come on, dude, show up. There you go. Oh crap. Let's have the player there. Drag and drop that here. Controller. It's an animator. Oh wait, whoa, crap. Sorry. It's override. There you go. Yeah, override is actually just like adding up. Wait. There's a better way of explaining this. So for example, you have the animator, right? And if you want some of those animations, if for example you have a unit animator, then you have for example, in players and enemies, they both walk, they both have idle animations, they both attack, and if you want to reuse those animations, you use an override. So override animators, override controllers, I mean, can actually inherit, if it's for lack of a better term, inherit some animations from your main controller. So if If you want your player to have a specific dead animation, but its idle and move animation is the same with the enemies, then you make an override controller specifically for the player. So yeah, that is useful, especially if you have multiple characters with repeating animations. So yeah, let's select the player, then let's make an animation in the player folder. Let's make this idle animation. Okay, then let's import these two. Just drag and drop it there, drop down, and then just huh. Oh yeah, it's working. We just can't see it. I'm looking here at the game view. Yeah, we can't see it because it's too small. Let's just zoom in our camera and just see player how it look like. Looks like that is so awful. Now you can change it. You can make the animation longer here in the timeline, or you can just change the frame rate. If it's going to stop playing, make it 15, make it slower. That is so awful. Yeah, we need to copy the first one and then paste it here in order to make it loop properly. But it's moving too fast. Yeah. Yeah, let's just select all and just drag it out. About there maybe. Mm, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, the next one. Let's have an attack. The walk animation. So the walk. Now this is just the basic workflow on how you animate sprites. Mm, does that look like it's walking? I don't think so. So that's the lift one, the drop. Oh no, these two. Yeah, if you would like to move, please, thank you. Be there. Yeah. There you go. Now it's walking. Haha. All right. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. That looks on point. That I like that. Next one we have the attack. So for the attack, let's just have these two right here. What's happening? It's moving too fast. Eh, eh. Okay, it's not pulling back. So you need to pull back, throw the punch, and then pull back again. Yeah, to make it look. Wait, whoa! Why is these two the same? Player one. There you go. Player one. I mean attack one. Okay, so we need to have that. Paste that there, and make it look like it's pulling back after he punched. So punch and then pull back. That's what you're doing. Um, yeah, I was thinking of going back to Photoshop and fixing that, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, is there anything else we need to animate? Wait, what's this? Oh, so we need to clean that. Let's go back to our sprite editor and let's just select all or hold control, and you can see here things that we don't need. So you just delete that, hold control, see if there's anything there. No, delete those. Is there anything else? Yeah, hit apply. Everything's gonna be the same as long as you didn't change the name. So yeah, everything's clean. Alright, let's save this scene real quick. Let's go here, just save it out there. Um, don't. Let's stop using don't starve. Gameplay. Alright, so okay. Alright, so let's fix that in the animator. Mm, wait, that's weird. Wait, let me close that and open it back up again. There you go. I experienced this, I think yesterday when I was doing my own project. It's a personal project. I'm working on a personal project, and there's a problem with the beta version of the 2017. With the animator, sometimes the UI got messed up. Yesterday, I didn't actually captured it, so yeah, but everything's messed up. There were nothing in here. Then you don't have the parameters and layers. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. But yeah, so from any state, no, going to have from any state. Yeah, let's have from any state. Make the transition to attack. I know you can't go back, right? Yeah, that's fine. Wait, then we're not going to have any exit. All right, let's just delete this. Delete that and go from idle to walk. From walk to idle, idle to attack, attack. Wait, did you just loop back? From attack to walk. Attack, 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 attack. Okay. Alright, so looking for a good music. Wow, it's just Assassin's Creed and Skyrim. Come on, come on, come on. Anything else? Whatever. Oh, there's Chrono Trigger. Alright. Play that, YouTube. Thank you. Alright, so let's add some parameters. For our walk, these parameters determine which animation is going to work. Is going to be played. So for our walk animation, we actually need the movement speed or the velocity, the current velocity of our character. So if it's greater than 0, let's name that speed. If it's greater than 0, it's going to move. We can actually fix that here. Don't have an exit. We don't need an exit time because we're going to control everything using conditions. So let's add a speed, and if it's greater than 0.2, let's not go with 0. So that make it look like the character is accelerating, and then make sure that doesn't gonna repeat the idle one there. So yeah, this controls how quick the transition will be. So you can actually have it right like that. No, let's just keep it in default. Yeah, and you change it if we need to. Then we're going to go back and play the idle animation if it's less than 0.2. Now this will make it look like it's going the character is going to drift because the animation will be idle, but the character will still move a little bit. So that's actually what we like. So again, turn off the exit time. Yeah, I think that looks fine. And then for the attack, we're going to have a boolean of is attacking. Whoops. Atata. Is attacking. So if we're attacking, yeah, change that to true. If it's true, from idle, we're going to play the attack animation. And then we're going to have our exit time there with no conditions. That means that if we're playing the idle animation and if we attack, then is attacking will become true, and then it will be true, and then we're going to play the attack animation. Then if it's done playing, let me just check. Yeah, turn off the loop time, go to the animation here in the project on the project tab, and then turn off loop time. If it's done playing, it's going to go back to the idle animation. And same thing with the walk. Turn off exit time, and then if we're attacking, if it's true, play the attack animation, and then if not, just go back into attack walk. Yeah, go back into the walk animation. Exit time. Yeah. All right, so I think that's set up. Let's just go back here and change things if we need to. But yeah, so the player's animation is now set up. Next is we just need to go and create the animation. So let's go to the player. Let's add a component. Let's make a new script and name it I don't know, player script. Yeah, so let's create that and add. I wonder. Unity, what's happening? Unity. Okay, where did it save it? Oh, there you are. Alright, so I need you here inside the scripts folder. Alright, let's open that up in Visual Studio. Did I press it? Didn't. Okay, there you go.